A dedication.
All right, happy Friday, and welcome to episode number 3 of Free Game Tips Straight from the Top.
So really go straight to the top.
Go straight to exactly. Straight from the 6 or 7 steps.
I'm addicted to the game.
Part of my training has been to look and be as approachable as humanly possible. So funny thing is, I don't really like talking to strangers, but people end up really wanting to come and talk to me because I look like I want to talk to people, when really that's not my nature. So anyway, so we talk and we exchange, and yeah, it was a great conversation. And then I just left it at that, and I left. You must have heard at some point of the golden rule, even if you don't know what it is, but you've heard people say that. And it's simply that you must treat people the way that you would like to be treated by others. So I was just being nicer because I figured if I was working behind that counter and I was probably going to have to deal at some point today with some angry people because the flight are delayed or something like that, I would love it if somebody just had a nice conversation with me and was pleasant to speak to, right? When I called the precinct, I was like, oh man, it's just my luck, right? So they told me that the exact spot where I went, they told me that's like the one dead spot in the airport. It's like the one spot where there's no camera, and the camera that's filming that area of the airport can't see what's over there. So they can't see me going there and they see me coming out, but they can't see what's over there, they can't see what's on the ground, they can't see anything. And so then it's about a week later, and I get a phone call, and you guessed it, right? It's Jesus. I'm kidding, it's not Jesus. Jesus wouldn't be calling my phone. No, but it's the precinct, and they call me and tell me, hey, somebody was nice enough to return the laptop. I just couldn't believe it because, who is going to find a brand new $2,000 MacBook and just, return it? The nice young lady, who I believe's name was Judy, who I was talking to, she saw the laptop on the ground, and when she opened it, she recognized my pictures in there. In psychology, there's something called a liking bias, and when people like you, they will do things they wouldn't do for other people. I'll give you a very simple example. If my mom walks by my room and says, your room is so dirty, ew, what is wrong with you? You're a disgrace to this family. I'm gonna feel terrible, but I'm so sorry, Mom, I'm gonna go and clean it, right? Now, if a stranger walks by my room and says the same thing, I'll be like, who are you to tell me what to do with my life, right? What the fuck are you? Get away from me. But the advice is just as right. So I'm gonna listen to that person, to my mom, because I like her, obviously I love her, and we have this connection, but I'm not gonna listen to that person. And that's why you probably underperform with coaches or professors that you didn't like, and overachieve with the people that you didn't, and the people that you didn't. It's not even because you got so much greater information, it's just because of the connection you had with people, right? So because we had a little bit of connection, she liked me just enough that she went, well, I could always take this and give it to somebody, make $2,000, or I can just return it because he was really nice. And that's what ended up happening. And I know you're probably like, I don't believe you, this is BS, but this is it right here. I want you to see where I live, but you can zoom in and see.
See, there you go. American Airlines, sent on April 9th, 2019, from Nebraska, and got sent to me right here in.
And actually, I haven't even opened it, so, and it'd be really funny if I open this now and it's actually not my laptop. So, real quick, let's open it on camera to make sure that it's actually what I say it is, or what I believe it is, because then that whole theory of the first class golden package wouldn't really hold up, would it? All right, so here, no special effects. All right. Hey, what do you know? A good laptop. All right. It's probably dead, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to turn it on, but that's it. That's my, it's dead. That's my laptop. And so the reason why I call this episode the first class golden package is obviously to play on the words with the golden rule and the first class and the golden laptop. But yeah, the only reason why I was able to get this laptop to come back to me was because the golden rule, was because one of my most influential mentor I've ever had, who I think became a millionaire when he was 27, he opened up his first company, I think in 2003, or 2.5 years later, I'm sorry, opened up 30 branches, then he trained 19 other people to do the same thing. And one of the things he taught me is he said, attitude is so important because you deal with people all the time. And attitude is when you walk away from someone, or when you step outside of the room, what do the people who are left behind say about you and think about you? If everything they have to say or think about is positive, then you have a great attitude. But if not, not so much. And your goal is to motivate everybody to want to do business with you, to be your friend, to want to do you favors, because you never know when you'll need it. He used to say you want to treat everybody like they're part of your business because one day they will. And that's kind of like what happened, because even though I got over it real quick with some of the mental training I got before, I still had some irreplaceable memories in there. And I'm really glad I got it back, and it's all because of that lesson. And this has happened to me, maybe not this particular scenario, but one of the biggest reasons why I've been able to continue to get more and more allies, and this was in my past business, in the new business, and his new endeavors that I'm doing. I told you I just made a friend who owns a $2 billion company. It's all thanks to that mindset. And even in the video, he talked a little bit about it, and I was like, that's amazing. He has a $1 billion company, a multi-billion-dollar company, and he thinks the same way I was taught to think. And that's why I'm saying that the coaching and the skills and tips that I got really helped me be able to design the exact life that I want, a life that other people want to trade with me, and I wouldn't trade with them. And everybody has different goals in life. Your goal might be riches. You might want to be the richest person on the planet. I met somebody who he's a friend of mine. He's a partner of one of my mentors. He sold his company for $250 million a couple of weeks back, and he's not really satisfied because his goal is to be the richest person on the planet, right? That mentor, he really loves freedom. He says the happiest he's ever been was when he was able to just drive around the country and not really having these strings attached. Your thing might be lifestyle, it might be freedom, it might be family, it might be riches, it might be all those things. But through learning some of those things that I've been able to learn, and I'm hoping to share them with you throughout this journey we're taking on this free game show, I'm hoping that at least one or two things that you learn in there are going to help you carve a little bit of that life that you want for yourself. So remember, it's not what you know, it's what you do. It's not just what you do, it's what's instinctual. So let's make it do what it do, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication.